Hello and welcome back to the kitchen. Today I'm going to show you how to make salted caramel apple pie bars. It's a mouthful, but they're delicious. So first you're going to preheat the oven to 300 degrees and then you're going to line a 13x9 baking dish with parchment paper, and you want it to overhang so that when they're done cooking it's easier to pull it out of there. And then you're going to cut it into bars. Alright, so first you're going to put a cup of melted butter, up to half a cup of sugar, 2 teaspoons of vanilla, and half a teaspoon of salt into a mixing bowl. And we're making the shortbread crust first. Alrighty, here is my 1 cup of melted butter. Delicious, delicious butter. Next, this is my salt and sugar. Alright. Here's 2 teaspoons of vanilla. And then you're gonna combine that together. You just want to melt that sugar a little bit. It doesn't have to be completely melted. Just get that all combined in there. And then you're going to add in 2 cups of all-purpose flour. I use unbleached all-purpose flour, but you can use bleached if you want to. I almost forgot. You don't have to do this, but I just like to sift my flour. It's just to ensure there's no lumps in there, no clumps of flour. All right, beautiful. Oops. Perfect. And then you're just gonna let that mix until combined. I just like to scrape down my sides, partial of the way through. All right, amazing, perfect. And this is what it should look like. Perfect. I'm sorry, I can't stop saying perfect. Anyways, you're gonna evenly spread this at the bottom over here. Oh. Let's see. Easy fix. If you want to, you can use your hand or something. I use a little spatula. This is so much fun. You know, it doesn't have to be actually perfect. You just want to get it across the whole bottom. Alright, now I think I have it all even enough. Right back in there. Perfect. Alright. I don't think my oven preheated yet. Well, that's okay. I'm gonna make it probably around 15 to 20 minutes. And while that's baking, we're gonna make our streusel and our apple filling. So for this streusel, you're gonna need half a cup or 1 stick of butter, and you're gonna cube it, and then I place it in the freezer until I make the streusel, because you want cold butter. Cold, tiny cube butter for a streusel. Yep. All right. Keep this. Put this in the freezer. In the meantime, we're going to make the apple filling, and you're going to get 4 large apples. My favorite are Honeycrisp apples. I think they taste the best. Okay, rinse and then peel your apples. Now you're gonna cut the apples into slivers. So I just cut it in half. Okay. So I quarter my apples, and then I stand it up on the side. I'm sure there's a safer way to do this, and I just messed up. Hold on, pretend that didn't happen. Place it, you know, on its end. And I cut down to the core. And they kind of curve with it. And you can just either flip it around, or sometimes it'll just pop right out. And then you get rid of the core, the hard core. And then I just knife off the rest of any other peel I didn't get with the peeler. And then let's see. You want them like pretty thin, about that thin. About a 1/4 of an inch if you can. I like to eat the pieces that are, they look a little too thick, but they're too thin to cut them in half again. Just eat those ones. Make a nice little snacky steak. Alright, halfway there. Alrighty, the shortbread crust is good. You take the shortbread crust out of the oven, and then you turn it up to 350 degrees instead of 300. And I have all my apples sliced up and in a bowl. And then I'm gonna add 4 tablespoons of the unbleached all-purpose flour, 2 teaspoons of cinnamon, 4 tablespoons of sugar, and a 1/4 teaspoon of nutmeg into here. And then you, you can add anywhere from 2 to 4 tablespoons of sugar to this, depending on how sweet you want it. But you know, apples are already sweet, but the sugar makes it a little syrupy almost. And then I'm just gonna try and get this evenly coated in here. And if you are allergic to cinnamon, you can do this recipe without cinnamon, but I'm an absolute sucker for cinnamon. It's one of my favorite flavors. Give this a little toss. Tossy toss. Some of my, oh shoot. Some of my tossing skills there for you. Alright. Now we're gonna make the streusel. My favorite way to make the streusel is in a food processor. Jeez. I almost broke that cord. But it's fine. Didn't break. Anyways, I like to use a food processor, which is really easy. What? Oh, okay. First, in a bowl, you're gonna put in a cup of oats. You can use quick oats or old-fashioned oats. I'm using old-fashioned or quick oats. And then you can either use light or dark brown sugar. If I have it available, I like to do a mix of both. And I do have both. Okay, well, I'm using this. You're gonna do 2/3 of brown sugar. Or if you want to weigh this part out, it is up to 140 grams. So I'm going to do 70 and 70. Okay, I'm going to do 60 and 40. Sorry, 60 and 80. I'm tired. Okay. Actually, I'm only gonna do 80 dark brown and 20. Nah, I'll do the whole amount. The streusel's so good. Okay. Then the flour, once again, you're gonna add in half a cup or 62 grams. And I'm doing this even though there's probably not a purpose, but I feel like that adds some extra love into it. There's not a purpose because I'm going to be pulsing in a food processor, but it makes it fun. Half a teaspoon of cinnamon. The best flavor ever is what I'm adding right now, cinnamon. Dad. And then you can combine this a little bit and break up that brown sugar. Use a little whiskey whisk. Combine that all up together. I just have to justify having a scale. So I use it all the time. It's also good to use a scale when you're making something like burgers and want everything to be even. Yeah. Okay. Now I'm putting this in here. Oh geez. Oh geez. Oh geez. Saved. Perfect. Okay. Now you're gonna get that butter out of the freezer. Yep. And then you're gonna drop that butter right in here. Drop that butter. Yeah. Frozen butter. Nothing butter. Nothing better than frozen butter. Okay. And then we're just gonna pulse this together for a minute. This is the consistency it should look. Yes. Okay. And then, clear room. Careful if it's still hot, but you're gonna get your shortbread crust and you're gonna try to, as evenly as possible, put the apple pieces in there. You know. Then I use a scraper to get all that yummy ness off the sides. Careful if it's still hot, but you're gonna get your shortbread crust and you're gonna try to, as evenly as possible, put the apple pieces in there. You know. Then I use a scraper to get all that yummy ness off the sides. Use your hands a little bit. Don't be scared to get a little messy in there. A little crazy, you know. Just always make sure you wash your hands in between doing things. Alright. So excited. These are so yummy. And then then you're going to evenly sprinkle the streusel across the top. Alright, now we're going to pop this back in the oven at 350 for 30 to 35 minutes until it's nice brown on the top of the streusel. Alright, so the bars are done cooking, and then you just need to let them cool either 2 hours or overnight. Overnight is best, but yeah, you let it cool, and I will be back when they are cool and show you how to finish. Okay, I fell asleep waiting for these to cool last night, but that's okay. They just cool overnight, which is even better. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna pick it up by the parchment paper, and then I'm just putting mine on a cutting board because I don't want to cut it straight on the counter. And then easy cleanup. Easy cleanup. Just going to grab a trusty knife. My dogs are playing. It's okay. And then you can cut these whatever size you want. Big or small, it doesn't really matter. I like them, let's see. I'll probably cut them into 12 pieces. All cut. And then you're gonna grab your caramel sauce, and if you check out my previous video, I'll show you how to make it there. But this is a caramel I made. You can buy store-bought if you want to, but this is so easy. So easy, and it's so good. I recommend making your own. And then I'm just gonna pour some on top of here. You can put as much or as little as you like. Oh yeah, look at that. Ooh. Some good money shot right there. Almost dropped it. It's okay. Alright, so this is a very fun recipe to do if you're wanting apple dessert, apple pie bars. Anyways, it's a very fun dessert if you're craving something. It's got a nice fall essence to it, which I'm all about. I'm all about fall. I love cinnamon. But yeah, I hope you enjoy making this yourself, and I'll see you next time.